Hi, everybody. It's me, Kita, for our weekly chat here. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Happy to be with you again. I'm wearing a blouse that is sort of got quite a bit of different design on it. It reminds me of a cheetah, actually. And in fact, the word cheetah brings me back to childhood because when I was a little girl, I was called Kita Cheetah or Cheetah Kita because I could run really fast. And that brings to mind nicknames. So, Cheetah Kita, one of them. And I've been a runner most of my life, so I think that's pretty apt. And I like cheetahs anyway, they're beautiful cats, so to speak. But we all know, I at least know, that sometimes nicknames are a little more less complimentary. Let's put it that way. I can remember a couple from high school. I used to be called Cheetah Bananas, and I was called Polish sausage queen because of my Polish background. Both my mom and dad are Polish. And then there was Kita Six Pack, which is reminiscent of my last name, Schbach, which in its own way is a little bit difficult to pronounce. It is a East European background, as I said. My mom and dad were Polish, and so hence the name. Anyway, just thinking about it more, and of course, there are also terms of endearment that sometimes our family, perhaps a grandma or a mom or dad or a caretaker, has given you a sweet name. And in that respect, my mother used to call me Kurka, which means in Polish. She'd also call me Kotek, which is kitten in Polish as well. And so, just thinking about that, do you have any nicknames that you can recall? Any that were nice ones, as it were, and others that you'd rather not think too much about? In any case, sometimes nicknames, terms of endearment, names that stick to us, so to speak, do in one way or another identify or do bring out what is the truth or essence of you as a person or as a personality. Sometimes when someone decides or begins calling you a different name than your legal one, it may actually refer to something about you. Perhaps it's a characteristic, maybe a phrase you use, your last name, your first name, as I've just talked about in terms of my own case. And other times it may just be a personal quirk of yours that gives people an idea or causes them to call you the way they do. I'm certainly hoping that the names you've been called are all nice ones, ones that have sort of made you feel good, that you've carried through your whole life, perhaps. Others that have been dispensed with once you reached adulthood. Or maybe you've even forgotten, and this little chat is reminding you, yeah, I remember so and so calling me this. Or Auntie Flo used to always bring up this term or describe me as being this way. So as I close this little gentle chat for today, think of the nicknames that you have or had and see if there is any accuracy or any truth to what they cause you to think of. Are you as soft as a kitten? Are you petite like a little chick? I don't know if I'm soft as a kitten, but I'm certainly petite, so that perhaps harkens to the idea of being a chick, or maybe even my blonde hair, yellow or light colored, certainly blonde as it is. I'll leave you with that right now. So if you have any comments or any kind of stirrings or opinions or aha moments as a result of this conversation today, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great week and be, above all, yourself. Bye for now.